performers, and his music is just so powerful. And one of the songs that I actually make photocopies and pass out, and it's in the handouts that I give in prisons, is "You Can Get It If You Really Want." Do you know the lyrics of that?
I'm not familiar with that lyric.
I'll just give you the beginning of it.
Okay.
It's, "You can get it if you really want, but you must try, try and try. You'll succeed at last. Rome was not built in a day. Opposition will come your way. But the hotter the battle you see is the sweeter the victory, yeah." It's just so uplifting to hear these words of persevering and encouraging. So I'm going to give it back to you because we want more of you.
Okay, as you said before, change your environment, change your way of thinking, change your way of communicating. Sometimes we get so wrapped up. I'm thinking about, God bless him and God rest his soul, the artist Tupac, who died several years ago. Excellent. This guy was a creative genius. He very gifted young man. Unfortunately, well, he went to prison just before he passed away, and he was introduced there through to the producer genius Quincy Jones. There, everybody had hoped that okay, when he gets out, he would go ahead and try to become the legend that he had the gift to become. Unfortunately, when he got out, he started hanging around with the same old crowd he was hanging with before, and within about a year or so, he was gone. When we look back in retrospect, all we can do is just think about what could have been, and it's kind of heartbreaking there. But he didn't change his environment. He didn't change his way of thinking, even though he said he was while he was in there. But once he got out, life started happening again to him, I imagine you could say. But you got to plan ahead. It will get better if you plan ahead. Just like you're saying there, don't quit, plan ahead. It gets better from the right thinking foundation.
Thank you.
Music can help. But you got to have some discernment too with the music that you choose. There's some music out there that would take you up, like we said before, to levels that you never dreamed. But we can't change until we renew our minds, and we got to change our environment, whether it's urban, rural, regardless of race, creed, color, national origin, gender. Effective, positive change is good. As like I said earlier, discussion about switching over from being a civilian into the military, and then military back into civilian again. Change is good. But you got to stay focused. You got to try to get this discernment down. Keep God first. If you keep God first in your life, oh man, so many doors will open up to you that you never would dream. Not like I had to learn how to change from being a lukewarm Christian, just existing, to becoming a more active, spirit-filled, living water. I guess you could say a Christian. Started learning to try to be more on guard, try to stand more firm in the faith, try to be a little bit more courageous, try to be stronger, like I said in 1 Corinthians 16. But the main thing is this music, I think about the King David. I know I'm going around here, but I think about King David. King David went through some of the most heartbreaking things that you can imagine. But the music, he kept writing down his lyrics. He had music that kept him going. Kept inspiring, kept pushing forward. When he cried out, he had some of the most beautiful poems that you could ever imagine. Music kept him going, kept him inspired, kept him pushing forward. And here it is, a couple of thousand, nearly 3,000 years later, and we're still looking at his things here, listening to his poems, putting some of his poems to music. And when we have our hard times, it uplifts us, keep us pushing forward. There, like I said before, there were great songs out there, like the Let It Be, Don't Stop Believing, Move On Up. Songs that keep inspiring, pushing you forward, making you want to take that next step up and forward. Don't let the world change you. Allow God's Spirit to control you. You got to submit yourself to Him and to His divine plan for your life, because He does have the most beautiful divine plan for your life, because you have gifts. Every person out there has a gift. Allow the Lord to bring that gift forward to you, because our salvation isn't based on the works, but grace. But so you must live up to, but you can live up to the plans, to the wonderful, beautiful plans that God has for you, but just keeping that hope, that joy, the gratitude, the confidence. Renew your thinking.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Sure.
What you're saying is absolutely beautiful. It's the truth. I wanted to go back just for a second before I lost this question that I want to ask you, because I think a lot of people listening will benefit from what you're going to say. And this is just you just trigger this question. Sonny we don't have a script here. Sonny, you've been through hell in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. What can you say that goes with the counsel that you just offered just now? And if you're going to listen to these shows, people, go back and rewind certain parts of the shows. And what he just said, that's true encouragement coming from the Word. But here's what I want to ask you. The same way that the little example I gave of the guy that didn't go with the Sunday afternoon in good, loving church fellowship, but he went to a rowdy environment and did things that he probably should leave behind. When you don't make the right decision and when you go against what you know you shouldn't, when you go against yourself, the feeling that you did something wrong here, not kicking yourself too hard. And in other words, could you speak to this? Because most everybody, unless they have a light switch cut on and cut off, they don't change like lightning struck them.
No.
And a lot of people, they'll go, it's like a recovering alcoholic. He might go 6 months, 5 months, 2 years, 10 years, but then something might happen that brings him down that he can't overcome. So what I would like you to speak to is in your personal life, I know that you have had some times where you just wanted to quit, the heck with all this. I've tried to be doing it the right way, but it's not happening. What can you tell the listeners for when you are trying, when you are moving forward, but something knocks you back down again? What can you say about, my word that I'm going to throw at you that I want you to pick up on is, don't kick yourself too hard.
No. Think forward and think positive. No matter how many times you get knocked down, keep picking yourself back up again. Ask the Lord to pick you back up again. Keep moving forward. The actor Denzel Washington is an excellent example. He talks about, during a recent commencement speech, he talked about how many times he's been knocked down, how many bad breaks he had before he became successful. And you just kind of look and say, man, if this guy has succeeded, I don't know, I can make it. I can make it. So, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. No matter how many times you get knocked down, you can get back up again. You can get back up again. And let's keep moving forward, and just stepping. Just trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. Because Lord knows I was knocked down to the very depths of my soul, to the point where I was about to give up. I wanted at one time to even try to take my life a long time ago. And but the Lord touched me and said, hold on just a little while longer. Everything is going to be all right.
Sing that song.
Oh, yes.
Everything's going to be all right.
Everything's going to be all right.
Bob Marley.
Hold on. And I'm just thankful to the Lord for what he has done for me and what he will be doing for me. And like I said to the listeners out there, don't give up. Just keep thinking about tomorrow, because tomorrow will get better. Tomorrow will be brighter. Just hold on.
Okay, so I'm going to lighten it up a little bit here because they might cut us off in a second, but how about singing Sam and Dave, Hold On, I'm Coming?
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm going to press my luck to there because I don't want to be banned from the state. Like that.
Yeah, we'll go back to when you think that you can't go on, darling, reach out to me. That could be the song we pull out of this today. Well, let me bring something back into it here. And the same thing we're talking about. One of my little expressions that I throw at people, when you're in a down state of mind, which Could be depression. It could just be you just suffered some kind of a setback. Remember this. When you move forward with life and don't give up, there is no such thing as a permanent failure. It's just refocusing, retooling, and taking these setbacks and learning from them and then moving forward. And you can have a plan, but sometimes the plan just doesn't work for some reasons. But you should always have a plan that you can adjust and modify. That's another whole lot of conversation. But here's my specific advice that I follow for myself. If I'm down, when you're down and your energy level is down, when you don't feel good, you tend to be negative. It's hard to be positive when you're down. That's just the fact of life. And so if any of you have ever been on prescription medication, and on that label of that bottle, it says, do not operate heavy equipment or drive a car while on this medication because your judgment may be impaired or whatever. Mm-hmm. Another message on the bottle like that is, do not make any legal decisions. Sometimes your mind is not in the right place. Yeah. And I'm telling you, you're better to just go back to sleep, go out and exercise, take a walk, find something to do productive. So what I'm saying, though, is when you're down, and it's best not to make any kind of important decisions and stuff, but remember this. It's normal to be down. It's normal when you've been struggling to get stressed out, so to speak. And even the best Christians, even the best thinkers out there, they experience fatigue. That's one of my battles is fatigue. I'm not quite as positive when I'm fatigued, and sometimes I'm a little irritable, and I apologize for that for those of you around me that experience that with me. But it's best if you find ways that you can engage in something that will give you a higher energy, give you a positive energy. And so the basics to that are read positive things, read Bible, read Scripture. What we're trying to tell you, exercise is another, but what we're trying to tell you today is find music. Find music that does something for you, that's got the right message. Don't pollute your mind with garbage and junk and yes, put stuff in your life like that. Don't do that. And so there's a couple things that I want to say to you, and that is it's okay to be down and negative, but get yourself back up, surround yourself with people. One of the expressions I have in my perseverance quotes, it's online, rightthink.org. And let me put in my plug for rightthink.org right now. Right Think is there for you. Right Thinking Foundation is there for you. We want you to go to the website and enroll and connect with us, and then we can be there for you and help you find some positive resources that will benefit you in your local community. We're going to do a big launch soon of the Right Thinking Foundation National Online Support Network. And what we want to do is welcome you to Right Thinking, to where we can help you build your own support network. And we will find local resources that we can give you a real life person that is committed to trying to help you move your life forward. And so take advantage of this opportunity, and we're there for you. That's what I'm saying. And by the way, my Journey to Success experience with Tom Too-Tall Cunningham led me into being interviewed on his show, but he has a series of books called Journey to Success, Volume 1 through 6, but within a few days, Volume 7 will be coming out, and these are compilations. The Kindle version will be launched on October the 25th, I believe, and then shortly after that, through Amazon, there'll be a paperback version. But I've been honored to be part of the team. I was asked to write a chapter, and it's for people that have gone through adversity and hardship and overcome it. And then when they do that, want to do things that make a difference, a positive difference in the world. And that's what my commitment is through Right Thinking Foundation, and through doing what my mother taught me to do, was to love everyone, to give the shirt off my back. And that's what we're here for. So when we get to where we are getting closer to being what our purpose is, our life will get better. It will be more fulfilling. And right now I'm in interactions with a lot of people